Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium. This sea of red, ready to rock. One of the most loyal fan bases in the sport, ready to see the Cornhuskers get back to that championship level. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Huskers will kick this deep to get us going. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Pass clock, second down now. Looking for a gap. It's Young. They stop him, but it's a first down.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
The carry is for London. He's down at the 36. Second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's complete downfield. Brought down to the 22 to first down, very near the red zone now.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The pass on first down, caught by the tight end. Brought down at the 14-yard line. Brings up second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
I'd really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
First and goal, handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? That's a design quarterback keeper. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. No huddle now for the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Huskers look to keep this drive moving.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. And the Huskers will look to convert here on fourth down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And they'll get him down that time. Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on second and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. Here's a handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Offense coming to the line and might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Set to advance on the play.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down play coming up. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown Tigers. No chance to catch him. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change...
And is intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Caught over the middle by the tight end. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Cornhuskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Close to the tight end. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense getting set. It's second down. That's a design quarterback keeper. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Cornhuskers are going to keep this drive rolling. First down, they're going to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, and forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So we reached the 2-minute warning in this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Nelson. Touchdown, Nebraska. This quarterback on fire today.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He breaks free. This one ends up with safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
He's going to try to return the punt.
Return is brought down at the 33, and your Nebraska Cornhuskers will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. And the Huskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He pulls it in for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moves to the 47-yard line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. No huddle here for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Here comes the up-tempo offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle, but first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds his target, and it's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And this one is right through. And with that, they retake the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Looking for some space. It's Young. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Cornhuskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. RPO. The quarterback looks to his right. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down. They're going to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Rifles this football to the left. And he's got it. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Nelson. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. One down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. The Huskers come to the line with first and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go. Third and goal coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense is still clicking. Well, they slow the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Clemson offense is back out there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it deep over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
It moves to second down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Young.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. The Tigers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. Touchdown, Clemson. This offense cannot be stopped.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
26, 24.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. And the Huskers come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Cornhuskers line up on first and 10 now.
Boy, what a day for this quarterback. If you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over 100 yards for the game. And this defense has had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps today.
Play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the wideout goes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Young. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Ball handed off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Bulldozing his way through those tackles. They'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, here we are now on fourth down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
He missed it. And it's still a 2-point deficit after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. As a design quarterback keeper. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now.
Okay, ready?
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. The sure hands. It's Young. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. Trying to find room. It's Young. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's now second and goal.
And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.